ഹായ് ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, ഇന്ന് നമുക്ക് ജൂനിയർ ഇൻസ്ട്രക്ടർ മെഷീനിസ്റ്റ് എന്ന വിഭാഗത്തിൽ ഇന്ന് നടന്ന 15/10/2018 നടന്ന 105/2018 കാറ്റഗറി കോഡായിട്ടുള്ള എക്സാമിൻ്റെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പർ ഒന്ന് സോൾവ് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കാം. ഇത് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പർ കോഡ് എ ആണ്. ദ ബോർഡർ ലൈൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ ഇന്ത്യ ആൻഡ് ചൈന ഈസ് മക്മോഹൻ ലൈൻ. ദ ലാർജസ്റ്റ് യൂണിയൻ ടെറിട്ടറി ഓഫ് ഇന്ത്യ ഈസ് the Andaman and Nicobar Island. The national river of India is the Ganga. First chairman of the planning board in India is Jawaharlal Nehru. Which of the following Indian Prime Minister introduced the 20-point program? Indira Gandhi. Who introduced the subsidiary alliance system in India? Lord Wellesley. First martyr of the revolt of 1855 is Mangal Pandey. The first president of Indian National Congress is W.C. Banerjee. Which of the following strike is not led by Mahatma Gandhi? Home Rule Movement. Who composed the Moshaka Vamsha Kavya? Adula. The social reformer of Kerala, who is known as Vidyadhiraja? Chattambi Swamigal. Which of the following person translated the autobiography of Karl Marx into Malayalam? Swadeshabhimani Ramakrishna Pillai. The social reformer who is known as Bharata Kesari is Mannathu Padmanabhan. After which of the following consecration of Lord Shiva, Sri Narayana Guru replied, I consecrated the Ezhava Shiva and not the Brahmin Shiva. Arvipuram. The Sadhujana Paripalana Sangham was founded under the leadership of Ayyankali. The present Chief Election Commissioner of India is Om Prakash Rawat. The headquarters of ISRO is Bangalore. The Australian cricketer who lost captaincy due to ball tampering scandal recently. Steve Smith. The first Nigerian actor to play a leading role in an Indian film is Samuel Abiola Robinson. The popular science book of Cosmology, A Brief History of Time, is the work of Stephen Hawking. V blocks are available in grades of A and B. Where is pinhook spanner used? Circular net having a slot. The best way of avoiding accident is by observing safety rules related to job, machine and workpiece. A 6x 7 holes is to be rimmed in a steel workpiece. What size of drill will be required? 5.8 mm. Gunmetal is an alloy of copper, tin and zinc. An oily floor should be cleaned by putting sawdust. The point angle of twist drill depends upon the material to be drilled. Carbon content in cold chisel is 0.9 to 1.1%. The movable jaw of bench vise is not moving even though the spindle is turned. Spindle pin is broken. Drill chucks are held on the machine spindle by means of a bore. For machining a job on the sharper length of the stroke should be more than job length. In a crack type shaping machine, the length of the stroke can be increased or decreased by rotating the radial lead screw. Quick return mechanism is used in shaper. The type of file used for woodwork is rasp cut file. The feed of sharper take place at the start of cutting stroke. A carbon steel piece is heated just above 730 degrees Celsius, maintained at that temperature for a few hours, and then slowly cooled. What heat treatment process is carried out? Normalizing. Which among the following locators is best suitable for location of a round shaped job? V locator. The root of ISO metric thread is flat. The grade 00 slip gauge are used in calibration. Metric outside micrometer has a threaded spindle with a pitch is 0.5 millimeter. What is the hardening temperature for HSS tool? 1250 degrees Celsius. 1250 degrees Celsius. Mass produced component should be interchangeable. One of the following is the most important factor required to achieve the interchangeability in mass production. Standardization. The symbol lambda indicates the value of surface finish. 40 to 80 microns. Reciprocating movement of the table in planer is obtained by loose and fast pulleys. The top and sides of the table of shaper usually have T-type slots. Which one of the planing machine has only one column? Open side planing machine. Which of the following washer is used where the loosening of bolts due to vibration or shock are more likely to be? Spring washer. Nut is a temporary fastener. Which of the following instrument is used to check the hills and valleys for the surface of the job? By the tally surf. Jobs are placed in ash or dash for annealing. Limestone. The inducted angle of ACM thread is dash degree. 29. The percentage of carbon in grey cast iron is dash. More than 2.1 percentage. Clearance between the matting parts is measured by which of the following gauges? Feeler gauge. The nut used to fix blade in hacksaw frame is wing nut. Which drilling machine is used in mass production? Gang type drilling machine. In normalizing process, hot steel is made to cool by keeping it in still air at room temperature. Dash marking media makes too much time to get dry and it makes clear lines. Prussian blue. With the help of vernier bevel protractor, any angle can be measured up to the accuracy of the dash of 1 degree, 12 parts. The standard range of sizes covered in the BI system of limit and fits are 0 to 500 millimeter. It is used to aligning the vise with shaping machine table in a position. Dial test indicator. The tolerance of a hole is the difference between the maximum hole and the minimum hole. Zero error of 50-75 outside micrometer can be checked with test piece. The abrasive jet machine, the nozzle mounted in the fixture is made up of tungsten carbide. Which thread is used to lead screw of lathe? ACMA thread. Which type headstock have back gear mechanism? Stepped cone pulley headstock. What is the purpose of clearance angle of lathe cutting tool? To prevent the tool rubbing with the work. For turning the work between centers, both facts of the workpiece are drilled with center drill. In lathe, the follower rest is fixed on saddle. Which mechanism is used to connect carriage to lead screw? Half nut mechanism. In a screw thread, lead is equal to pitch x number of start. A length of sine bar is length between center to center of two rollers. Which of the following is not a good quality cutting fluid? High viscosity. Which one of the following is an example of gravity feed lubricating system? Wick feed lubricator. In CNC programming, code represent feed in bar rev is G95. In CNC machine, which control system have the facility to feed back information to the control? Closed loop control system. The rotary movement in x-axis of a CNC machine is called C-axis. The horizontal milling machine cuts are mounted on arbor. The radial distance between pitch circle and outside circle of a spore gear is known as addendum. What is the maximum tilt-in angle of universal milling machine? 45 degree. The ratio between pitch circle diameter in millimeters to number teeth of a spore gear is known as module. If dash is not tightened properly, the draw bolt will be loosened. Lock nut. While using the arbor will sag if dash is not used. Arbor support. Which number in involved gear cutter is used to cut rack? 1. Which type of slot is provided on the milling machine table for clamping workpiece or work holding device? T-slot. In a milling process, the work is feeding against the direction of rotation of the cutter. The method is known as up milling. Which is the cutting speed of a side face milling cutter having outer dia 125 mm and running at an RPM of 80. 31.4 bar min. Formula of simple indexing is 40 by n. What is the pitch circle diameter of a spore gear of 2 module 47 teeth? 94 mm. Pitch of the table lead screw of milling machine is 5 While linear indexing to get 1 movement, how many times the crank of indexing head will turn? 8. Which mechanism used in indexing head? Worm and worm gear. A grinding wheel is specified as 32A 46H 8V. In this, the letter V represented for bond. The centerless grinding, the longitudinal feed rate can be varied by changing dash angle of inclination of control wheel. Which bond is used for heavy duty large diameter wheels? A fine finish is required. Shellac bond. The grain size of grinding wheel is 24. It is a dash grain wheel. Course. In the marking system of grinding wheel, silicon carbide wheel is denoted by which letter? C. While grinding soft metals, the chips are get closed between the abrasive particle of the wheel. The condition is known as loading. Tool used to dressing the grinding wheel is wheel dresser. The process of shaping of the grinding wheel to make it run concentric with axis is known as truing. The centralized grinder for longitudinal feed in the control wheel inclined at an angle of 1 degree to 7 degree. When new carbide tipped tool required reshaping, it is first ground to rough form with green grit silicon carbide. Okay friends. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe for more videos. To get instant notification for new videos, click on the bell icon.